Now presenting 8 premeditated poetry books by Raven the Serial Poet. As a poet, we eat, sleep, and breathe poetry. But occasionally, you have to bully your words in such a way that you are creating a serial syllable and violent on words. In doing so, a poetic savage is born. Each mental spill of blood onto paper is committing a poetic assault on adjectives. At every turn, magnificently massacring all that partake in it without being an accessory after and before the fact. The moment honey love turns bittersweet is a moment that you can get back. From frenemies turn enemies to a lover lost from disloyalty. Once betrayal happens, love will turn stale and bitter. Come along with me on this poetic journey as I climb out the rabbit hole of self-discovery and a newfound love. In this life, we are all playing a game of chess, but it's up to us to decide whether we're going to be the pawn, subconsciously or consciously. Some of us lose our way and start playing checkers, which is a game that allows those of us who are kings and queens to move without making a sound. In doing so, we are leaving a mental trail of checkmates made consciously and intentionally. This phoenix has been set ablaze, only to rise from the ashes unscathed, beautifully and wonderfully remade into the reflections of all the mistakes that was made through the course in her life through troubles, trials, and strife. Horizon of love will have you thinking of love of others and love of self. Oftentimes we neglect the love we have for self to keep the love of others relevant. Until enough is enough, then you have to protect your peace at all costs, even if that means cutting out those that you once loved and admired. Travel into the distance with me, floating on the clouds of emotion and poetry. When you go through life pleasing people, there's a place in time where you lose yourself. At that point, it's your responsibility to cut off the snake's head, throw a block party, embrace those who embrace you. Pack up all your self-confidence and love up in your suitcase of self-discovery and take a journey back to yourself. It's playtime, but forget the red room. Enter into my dungeon and allow me to turn your vanilla world into rocky roads of fetishes and eroticism. Rebranding the brand with the syllables of sexual tension, adjectives of anticipation, paragraphs of passion, essays of ecstasy, formations of fantasies, only to soak through the pages of this book. Imagine reading and expressing all the things you will not say because of sensual suppression, leaving you with words unspoken. Now available on Amazon on paperback and Kindle. Go grab your copy today.